Good morning. My name is Bob Canner. I'm a CPR instructor. I've been instructing for the American Heart Association and American Safety and Health for over 30 years. I'm also an emergency medical technician. And I just want to discuss the importance of cardiac arrest. I don't know how many people realize it, but every single year, over 650,000 people die from cardiac arrest. Cardiac arrest basically means the heart has stopped pumping, oxygen has stopped going to the brain. When somebody in cardiac arrest, the worst thing you could do is doing nothing at all. It's very important to get oxygen going to the brain at all times. When you're in cardiac arrest, or you've heard it called a code, when you're coded or in cardiac arrest, oxygen is not circulating to the brain. The first 4 minutes, usually the brain has no damage. 4 to 6 minutes, the brain begins to deteriorate, and usually after 6 minutes, there's no bringing it back. So the most important thing to do is react. Again, I'm going to say this a few times. The worst thing you could do is doing nothing at all. So the very, very first thing I want you to do, if you see anything at all that don't look right, patient is slumped over a steering wheel, they're speaking differently, they're slurring their words, they're not responding, the very first thing you need to do is call 911. As soon as you hit that second one on 911, you have just started the chain of survival. And again, that chain of survival is within a 6-minute period. What I need you to do is I need you to get oxygen going to the brain. Now, people have known CPR as being chest compressions and ventilations. Well, for certain reasons, some people feel as though they cannot ventilate a person who is in cardiac arrest, whether it be a loved one or whatever. They psychologically cannot ventilate the patient. That's fine. On the other hand, there are some people who are afraid, and especially with the pandemic going on right now, they're afraid of cross-contamination. And again, that's fully understandable. And the third reason that most people don't want to do CPR with ventilations is because they themselves have some sort of a medical condition, whether it be lung disease, COPD, whatever. They're not able to ventilate the patient. Well, that's fine. Again, I'm going to say anything you do is better than doing nothing at all. So as soon as you call 911, I need you to check to see if the patient is breathing. How are you going to do that? You're going to look at the chest, see if the chest is moving up and down. If you're not sure, put your hand on the chest and see if you could feel it moving. If the patient is not breathing, we're not even going to check for a pulse. Because if they're not breathing, even if they have a pulse, it's not going to be there for long. So as soon as you realize your patient is not breathing, we're going to consider they're in cardiac arrest, and we're going to start CPR. We're going to take one hand, doesn't matter which one, heel of the hand, center of the chest, between the nipple line, hand over hand, and we're going to start compressions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try to compress to a rate of approximately 100 compressions a minute if you can. And you're just going to continue doing CPR by compressions and no ventilations. If you wish to do ventilations, well, you can. Nobody says you can't. So what you're going to do is 30 compressions, pinch the nose, hold the bottom of the chin, lift up the head to open the airway, and give 2 ventilations. When I do this, watch how the chest is going to rise. And go back and do another 30 compressions and 2 ventilations and keep on doing that. But again, as I said, a lot of people do not want to ventilate, and that's fine. So what you're going to do is once you realize and you confirm that the patient is in cardiac arrest by not having absence of breathing, what we're going to do is very simple: hand over hand, heel of your hand, center of the chest, nipple line, and just keep on compressing. Keep on compressing until the paramedics get on the scene. If you become too exhausted, you could stop. You could relax for a minute or so and start again. Just do the best you can, because doing nothing is better than is worst thing you could do. Doing something is better than nothing. And again, please get started as quickly as possible. Time is of the essence. 6 minutes goes by very, very quick. If you don't believe that this system works, I was in cardiac arrest last year. I had a massive heart attack, and all the techniques that we teach was used on me, and that's why I'm here today, to be able to instruct you on how to do something, because nothing is the worst thing you could do. If you wish, you want to take a full CPR course and become certified in CPR, check with the Enrichment Center, and they'll give you the times and dates that I'm here, and I can do a class for you. If you want to contact me directly, my phone number is 352-597-8875. And again, my name is Bob Canner. I thank you very much. Please don't hesitate to do CPR, because I would rather you do CPR on somebody who didn't need it than not do CPR on somebody who does need it. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe.